I will try my best to compare between Ghana and Nigeria Airport, International Airport, Accra. The airport is super nice about the boarding gates. It's super amazing with big screens. They have a specific place to charge your phone, which Nigeria. This is the most sensitive one. To be honest, the airport is empty and scary. The airport is a bit disorganized. And
this is Murtala Mohammed Airport, Nigeria. Taking the light at the airport. There is power outage at the airport.
Nigerians has finally putting we Nigerians to shame. This is a Kenyan tourist that visited Ghana and Nigeria. He visited these two West African countries and he has something to say about their airports. You know, a lot of times we come out here to talk about Ghana airport or Nigerian airports. A lot of you think we are just making assumptions or we are overhyping Ghana. This is another person saying the same thing we've been saying for years. Watch this video, guys. As you're watching, don't forget to like the video, share the video and subscribe.
I will try my best to compare between Ghana and Nigeria Airport. I'm inside Kotoka International Airport, going back to my beautiful country, Qatar, and this airport is something else. This video is going to be a bit sensitive. We are going to start with Kotoka International Airport, Accra. The airport is super nice and there is freedom of recording. You will find shops which are selling traditional clothes. To be specific, they have everything. You can compare Kotoka International Airport with Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. There is no difference. Talking about the boarding gates, it's super amazing with big screens. They have a specific place to charge your phone, which you only need fingerprints. Kotoka Airport consider more about their customers more than anything else. Now let's go back to Nigeria. This is the most sensitive one. To be honest, the airport is empty and scary. The airport is a bit disorganized, and if they see you recording, you're going to be in deep trouble. Talking about harassment, I was one of those people who got harassed, and also I saw other people getting harassed. There was no AC. I stayed there for more than 6 hours waiting for my flight with no AC. To make the matter worse, there was no Wi-Fi. There is no safety in this airport. Everyone is rude and aggressive, and everyone has power. You see, I'm not trying to share a bad image about the airport. I'm just trying to educate the people. For those 6 hours I was there, I was super scared. There was so much harassment which was going on. I wish I could have documented it for you guys to see. The staff there, they use power rather than helping the passengers using the airport. We stayed in a place where there was no AC and people were even standing waiting for their flight. The moment I entered my flight, I felt safe. This is my honest opinion about the airport. I'm not trying to hate on anything. Hope what I experienced there is not going to happen to anyone else in future. Thank you.
Ghana is a land that's on its way up. America, I haven't been to Ghana, it's clear to me now. Material wealth is not the path to peace or freedom. Freedom is literally in kindness, it's in connectivity. So I'm back from Ghana, and the differences between our two countries and the danger that our country is in could not be more apparent. And this idea that Africans don't like Black Americans or don't see us as a part of them, Ghana just sinks that shit like the Titanic. They're so open to us. They call us brother. They literally say welcome home. When I went to Elmina, the fact that I'm Black American got me so much compassion. They family, yo. And I went all over Ghana. This wasn't just me being in one city coming to a conclusion. I went from Accra to Cape Coast to Elmina to Tamale up north to the city of Wa to Mole and back. When I tell you that there is no equivalent of the kind of political, combative, vitriolic dialogue that we're having in this country, it's just absent. I didn't realize how much I think about perhaps being involved in an active shooting until I went to a
Chalet, Ghana's president says that they'll have the best roads in West Africa within 24 months. And it fills me with so much optimism because it's not small talk, right? The big push starts with Wenchiwa Road. Critical link, cuts through farming zones, connects Upper West Obono. Over 200,000 people rely on that corridor. It's been decades in the waiting. And yet, honestly, I know some of you guys are going to be like, this Abroni, she doesn't know anything. She doesn't even know it's the same Mahama who helped run Ghana's debt up, the same one who promised roads before and didn't finish. But honestly, guys, bear with me because the pressure's different now. The Ghanaian people are louder and understand exactly what you want. The bar for African leaders is higher. I call it the Traore effect, right? They may not all have reached the same point as him. However, he's definitely been a positive contingent for African leaders across the continent. Anyway, Ghana's external debt sits around $30 billion, not 45 like the headlines say, right? Almost half of it is owned abroad. So we need to ask who is funding this. IMF, UAE, China, state borrowing. No one's named the full backers yet. And if it doesn't finish before the elections, then what? Some will say that it's nation building, and others may call it vote buying in high-vis vests. And of course, some will ask why roads when hospitals and schools are still suffering. But here's the bigger play. This road could cut travel time by like 50%. vehicle costs drop, movement gets easy. Farmers in Wenchi reach wild without bleeding money on those crazy bad roads, right? Students can travel. Tourism can open up. Mole, Techiman, all linked. And real estate, well, let's talk about that because that's already shifting. Don't quote me on exact numbers, guys, but land in Wa is going for around 46 to 61,000 cedis per plot. One fenced acre just past police barrier is 400k. When roads move, prices follow. Investors are clocking it too, right? And families are as well. If I was advising the Ghanaian government on this deal, I'd say first look at alternatives to debt, right? Public-private partnerships can make good options with less borrowing and faster delivery. But we need to be mindful that profits often leave the country and tolls can hurt the majority of the population. Diaspora bonds are cheaper capital, national pride, but they only work if trust is high and terms are clear. Then there's land for infrastructure swaps. No upfront cash drives real estate growth, but risky if land's undervalued or sold off unfairly. And if you must borrow, then borrow smart. If you're going concessional like the IMF, World Bank or AFDB, then it really has to be low interest, long repayment, and at least 5 years grace. Ask for protection against currency swings, tie repayments to tolls, trade and tax uplift so the debt pays for itself. Prioritize local contractors to keep the money moving inside the country and publish the terms, all of them. Anyway.
We need to give Nigeria back to the white man. I think instead of this whole creating new political parties, instead of doing all of that, just take a good look at the economy, especially compared to how it was whenever we were colonized, and just hand it over to the white man. And I don't even think that there needs to be any struggle. I think that we, as the next generation, should just look around and be like, this is not working. It's not.
So first of all, I really want to thank the person that tagged me to this video or sent me this video more. And usually when such videos are sent to me, it comes with a write-up that ascribes me to a prophet. I really want to show appreciation to people who believe in me, and I'm really happy they are Ghanaians. And I've said this time without number, I would rather go to war alongside 10 or 20 Ghanaians or South Africans than go to war with 1 million Nigerians. This also means that I feel elated and genuinely encouraged when Ghanaians or South Africans write to me words of encouragement. And I know that I'm doing something right when Ghanaians or South Africans encourage me or say, dude, you're doing something positive. But when Nigerians say you're doing something right, understand you're doing the wrong thing. It goes without saying. Now, what do I mean? On the account that I have said this time without number, even when a number of people who are not even Nigerians had expressed shocks when I say that colonialism, the activity of colonialism is one, if not the only positive thing that had ever happened to Nigeria. I think I heard Charlie Kirk say something like that, and a number of people thought Charlie was saying something gibberish. But I so concur. You see, the truth is that when we come to that point where we tell ourselves the truth, a lot of things that we've been told will start sounding irrational. And what we say would sound rather shocking to a number of people, but when the chips are down, the truth is not something everybody has to align with, but it eventually has the quality of setting us free. When I said what this girl is coming right now to say, I said it many years ago. Colonialism is the only positive thing that had ever happened to Nigeria. As a matter of fact, the Nigerian independence is a mistake. You see, South Africa in their nature had been able to expose a number of things for Africans. And this is the truth that we must all have to come to embrace. It goes without saying. It goes without saying. So what are we saying? You see, let's go forward and tell ourselves the truth. I said it and you heard it first. The time is coming when the protest in Nigeria would only be for the white man to come and take over Nigeria. Mark my word. Just mark my word.
At this point, Nigerian government, I pour you spit for face. What? Look at the kind of international disgrace you guys are giving us. A Kenyan tourist visited Ghana. He saw Ghana airport and he was totally shocked. And he decided to travel to Nigeria. It was a mess. His travel experience changed. The very moment he stepped his feet in God have mercy, in Nigeria International Airport, Lagos, his travel experience become messed up. The kind of thing he said about the Nigerian airports is so bad. Like at this point, Nigerian government, we need to start dragging you people like generator. We need to start calling the Minister of Aviation. We need to start dragging him because I don't know his work. Tomorrow you guys will say, Dangote can buy Ghana. Look at the state of the Nigerian airports. This Kenyan tourist was totally surprised. According to him, he said he think Nigerian, being called the giant of Africa, that everything there would be okay. But getting to the international airport, what he saw there was totally different. Nigerian governments, work on yourself. Work on yourself because the economy of Nigeria, all these things will never attract tourists to your country if you guys keep doing this. When tourists visit Ghana, they have something good to say about Ghana. But when they eventually visit Nigeria, they go with bad experiences, bad reviews about the airports. Nigerian government, you better learn. Learn from a country that is doing well. Bring down your shoulders, humble yourself and learn. Guys, share this video, like this video and subscribe.